Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis State College, Jesse Palmer with you. Howie Rose down on the sidelines. We'll check in with her.
Guys, I haven't checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the player told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. Kyon Grave, this guy's every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys in the spot. But Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all of the names of receivers and all of the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Littenhoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab deep. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They've got to snatch some momentum back. And you got to tackle that, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Let's take a look for the first time in this one at Jamari McClure. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him this matchup where they're kind of outmatched.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. Slips through the line. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snags it. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Drops back on first down. Comes down, it's pulled.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Quick give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21. Give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Snowed under by the defense. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Shoots his way for more. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside the spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's tackled. Brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cole. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down to the air. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Look out! It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Off-play action. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Still on his feet. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. The RPO got it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, a confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Working that left side now. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Tells the run, wants to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Looking for room. It's McClure. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldog! Into the end zone for 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Makes a man miss. He's past the sticks. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
When you talk about creating big plays in a running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They got it blind just enough and a good gain on that run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He lofted high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And now over to your game in Berkeley. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. A quick pass to the left.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Trying to make it's a fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Brings it to the open. Interception. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split out a wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll give it on the counter. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Powell. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's McClure. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Fresno Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run him again. Taken down. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. And you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Hits inside. It's McClure. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Long way to go on 2nd down. Turns out it's Allen, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back gets to give. A little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Stop right there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Making his first move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody. at stake as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the ball will bounce at the full. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Short gain on the play before he slides. And now on second down for this offense. Finds his man on the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Going with the ground game left. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Holds it, looking for a crease. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. He's gonna run it. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Now on first down from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's pulled. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. It's a draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Final few minutes of this game. Two teams looking for their first win. One's going to get momentum. One will have to stop the season from spiraling. Setting up the screen. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Golden Bears will try to convert on fourth down. Motion from the back. Snapped on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to go for that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. A snap, lost the throw to start this drive. With the catch, it's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Reels it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fresno State right back to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to look downfield again. Let's it fly. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Makes the grab.
Man, that is not the...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Now Fresno State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He will take a knee, and the defense can't stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be?